So besides the differences in tracking labor, our objective to do good differentiates us from many for-profit companies and other types of organizations. In addition to my government portfolio, I also manage a few other efforts in the academia and the commercial sectors. The test site seeks out projects where our impact can provide a benefit to society at large. To give you a recent proposal example, we're reviewing participation with the Kashmir World Foundation, or KWF, to redesign a high altitude blended wing body UAS called Eagle Ray. KWF plans to operate Eagle Ray in Nepal to assist with snow leopard conservation and anti poaching efforts. For a recent operational example, we assisted relief organization Global Medic with a disaster mapping operation in the Bahamas in 2019. Our engineer, Josh Gauss, flew a drone to generate a comprehensive map of hurricane damage on Grand Bahama Island. This project, which was managed by Jim Alexander, my manager, assisted the Bahamanian government and the aid relief organizations with the recovery effort. This effort presented many project management challenges, including securing host country approvals, shipping the required equipment to the area with limited infrastructure, and integrating and refining all the recorded video footage into a finished project. Another of our humanitarian projects would end up becoming our most well-known accomplishment. On the night of April 19th, 2019, test site staff flew a custom UAS almost 3 miles to the rooftop helipad at the University of Maryland Medical Center, or UMMC, in Baltimore. The UAS carried a live human kidney, which was intended for a transplant operation at the hospital. This was the first time in the world that such a drone flight had taken place. The kidney was soon on its way to the operating room where transplant patient Trina Gillespie waited. The organ delivery drone flight was the culmination of many months of testing, coordination, and planning with the test site, University of Maryland Medical System, or UMMS, and many other stakeholders. The project management challenges for this effort included scheduling multiple Maryland and federal agencies for airspace approvals and road closures, as well as defining the requirements for a custom UAS to transport the organ. Gillespie is doing very well and has returned to many of her former activities. The technology that made her recovery possible has also flourished. Members of the original project team at the test site partnered with an investor to found Mission Go, a company that's developing and expanding this technology and increasing organ donation efficiency through a new software product. So, establishing trust and company culture are two of the biggest challenges to overcome when managing remote teams. In our case, part of the test site is still working in the hangars, since drone integrations and test flights need to be done in person. For myself and my manager, Jim Alexander, we've only been in our office a handful of times since March of last year. But I've found that following through on my commitments is the primary way to support this trust culture. I've also found that telling the truth, even when it happens to be bad news, or especially when it's bad news, is essential to maintain trust within the team. Also, showing compassion is a vital part of establishing this culture. Our hybrid in-person and remote working arrangement also creates a need for other morale building activities, such as virtual happy hours and other team building events from the University of Maryland Department of Aerospace Engineering and from the A.J. Clark's School of Engineering. I had also accompanied the operations team out in the field several times in the past to manage my projects. And this included activities like interfacing with the clients, recording data, and acting as a visual observer. This hybrid arrangement meant that I wasn't able to provide this support in many cases. So we had to adjust our approaches and our procedures to be able to accomplish our field operations.